Hello everybody, this is Jeff Wall, librarian at Front Range Community College, Boulder County campus. We're going to talk today about how to use EBSCO and to find an article and then use the database to get a citation from it, to download an MLA citation, and then how to edit that MLA citation to put it in correct MLA format, because the citation tool in EBSCO is pretty good, but it's a little bit off. So I've done a search here. I have some articles ready to go. I'm going to click on that one there. Number 2 looks like a very nice article. When this comes up, I'm here at the citation with the abstract for this article. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go to the full text. This is what I would do if I was going to read the full article right now. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Over here on the right side, there's a button that says Cite. So I'm going to click there, and it's going to try to find examples of what this would look like if we cited this in different formats. Now we're going to be looking for MLA here. So there's MLA right there, and I am going to highlight the citation they've created there, and I'm going to copy that. So there's a number of ways you could copy. One way, I'll just right click there, copy it. Okay, now I'm going to open up Word so that I can put this into my Works Cited page. So first here, I'm going to do Works Cited. That's how we're going to set this up. Center it. Make this a little bit bigger here. Okay. I'm going to take that centering off, and I'm going to paste that citation in here. Okay, there it is. Now you can see it's a little bit off. The margins are off, the font is off, the size is off. So here are the corrections that have to be made to this. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me do a Control, undo that. Okay. I'm going to highlight this. First, let's change the easy things. The font, we're going to change to Times New Roman 12 point. That was easy. Now we're going to change some other things. The spacing, it should be double spaced. This, it should be over to the left margin, and there should be a hanging indent. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to Paragraph. I'm going to click this little button on Paragraph. Once we're in here, I'm going to take this indentation off. Should just be flush with the left margin. The special indentation, it should be a hanging indent. Line spacing should be double. And click OK. Alright, so it looks good. Looks like we have an extra line there. I'm going to take that out. So this is looking pretty good. I'm looking over this though, and I do see some problems still. All of these important words should be capitalized. Notice how everything is lowercase. So I'm going to go through here, change the important words. Now words like a, an, the, is, of, I'm not going to worry about. But these important words, I'm going to make sure these are all capitalized. And that's my last one there. Okay. Now the latest MLA standards say that if you're downloading something from EBSCO, they don't really need to see the EBSCO in there. So Academic Search Premier is the specific database within EBSCO that this article came from. So according to the MLA standards, the latest MLA standards, that's more important, and they don't really need to see EBSCO. So you can actually delete EBSCO. Okay, and that is a good looking citation right there. So that's how you do it. Let's go back here and grab another one. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back to my result list for my articles here. And let me find another one that looks like a good article. I'm looking for one that, you know, just kind of standard looking, has a few pages to it. This one would probably work fine. Number 3. So when number 3 opens up here, again, I'm going to go over here to Cite. And I'm not using these formats. So I'm going to look down until we get to MLA. I'm going to highlight the MLA. Now you could do a Control-C here, or different ways you could find up here and edit. You could copy it also, or you could just right click on that blue area and then select Copy. I'm going to go back into the document here, and I'm going to paste this in. Okay, there it is. It's looking pretty weird. So I'm going to do all the same things here. Correct the font. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the paragraph tool. And again, I click to that little arrow next to paragraph. I'm going to take this down to 0. So you can see after you get good at this, you can do it really quickly. Special, hanging, line spacing, double. There we go. It's looking good. Now this time the important words are capitalized, so the errors aren't always consistent. Let's see here. We can get rid of EBSCO. Okay, and that's a very nice looking citation. Okay, now the problem, a couple problems I see though here with our page. One, look at this weird spacing between these two. That shouldn't be there. And the best way that I know to get rid of this is this. I put my cursor there, and then I backspace back to the end of this other citation. Then I'm just going to click enter. And it still looks a little weird, so let me try another trick here. Let me go in here to paragraph. Don't add space. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. And that tightened it up. So there's one of two ways you can fix that. You can fix it one way with the backspace. If that doesn't work, try the don't add extra space button, which is in paragraph. Again, I highlighted everything. I went into paragraph and clicked this button, which you probably have never used before. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. That should clean it up. So I've got a couple of good looking citations here. Now also these need to be in alphabetical order. So Barnes, that author, comes before Clancy. So one thing that I could do, I could just cut and paste this up here on top, but there's an even easier way. When you have, and this would be really easy if we have a bunch of citations in here, this would make it a lot easier than cutting and pasting everything all around. You can just highlight everything here, all of your citations. Don't highlight works cited, but your citations here. Then go up in Word to this little button here. In the paragraph area, there's this button that says A to Z, and that will sort things alphabetically. And you can just leave it that way, paragraphs by text ascending. Now when I click OK, now it put them in alphabetical order, and the format is still the same of both of them. So that is pretty much the way that you do this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to work with you one-on-one over the phone, through email, or in the library on figuring out how to do this. I think if you do it a few times, you'll find it's actually pretty easy. It's only difficult the first or second time you try to do it. Thanks a lot.